welterweight contest, and we are set for 3 3-minute rounds. Let's meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, making his debut and representing Team Fulin Kazan, it's Oskar Stachura. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 2 wins and no defeats, representing Game Fight, it's Danny Sharpe.
Bout 13, Almighty Fighting Championships 9-2, very popular guys. Oskar Stachura of Team Fulin Kazan and Danny Sharpe of Game Fight. It's a big old fight to take for your debut as a 2-0 opponent, and believe me, I've seen Danny Sharpe fight on Combat Challenge in the past. I had the pleasure of speaking with him after the fight. Very, very impressive fighter.
And a very humble guy as well.
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of training with both, as Danny is a teammate of mine, the smiling assassin.
Oh, well, we're not going to have any biased opinions
We're
in this
not,
one.
but
then,
Oskar is also a friend of mine, and I've done a lot of work with Fulin Kazan in the past, so, you know, 2 great teams, 2 great fighters. Oskar's very, very knowledgeable as an amateur, as a debutant.
I speak to James Doyle before the show. He said Oskar's someone to look out for. And like I say, debut, he's taking on Danny Sharpe, who's 2-0, as we've mentioned, and a very, very capable fighter.
And he enjoys the chaos as well, does Danny? He's
constantly
at peace
smiling.
in the storm. He's
At peace. That's a great analogy of Danny's entire demeanour. Like I say, 2 popular guys. This crowd has been alive since Oskar stepped foot onto the stage. Sharpe looking to posture up now. Stachura pushing him off. Back to his feet as Sharpe looks to get the takedown once more. Thought about the outside trip. Stachura just trying to control the hips. Looked like he almost took a knee to the groin there.
And the gyms that they're at, they're both well versed in striking. They're both well versed in grappling.
Good knee from Oskar, just off the back foot. Good right hand, mixing it up well. He's in the clinch is Sharpe,
But a nice tight plumbing knee there.
Good knees to the chest. Again, just needs to be careful with the knees to the head.
And for anybody watching at home, Danny dropped to a knee there to escape the tie plum and got the leg pick.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt. He's looking to pass into half guard, but he's got the leg trap, so quite happy to posture up his Sharpe. Steps off again, Stachura back to his feet. But Sharpe, like glue, just sticking to him, not giving him an ounce of breathing space.
He is. You've definitely got to put this guy out to stop him, because he will be
looking for the ankle pick again. He gets it. Half guard, postures up, lands a short left hand. And a right behind it.
And what a fight for Oskar to step up and take on.
That's what I was saying, Dan.
Yeah,
it's a big fight, having seen Sharpe, and I guarantee the Fulin Kazan guys have seen him fight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, 2 local fighters, and, you know, being on local shows as Danny. And it's a very, very back and forth bout. Every time Oskar gets some space, he'll throw some knees. He's looking for the more traditional Thai stuff.
Yeah, final 10 seconds. Oskar doing a good job of staying up, to be fair.
Definitely, but do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. Danny hurts in that dirty boxing situation, and he walks back smiling.
Big deep breaths being taken by Sharpe. That was all action on his part. Constant takedown, punch,
but
knee,
what about
knee.
Oskar? Constant get up, fight for that clinch.
But looking across the cage, he looks a lot fresher than Sharpe, who's currently leaning on this side of the cage.
Again, don't be fooled. Sharpe he's the kind of fighter, he'll be in your jockstrap every second of the fight until it ends or he ends it. You know, that's the way he fights. And he looks tired now, but believe me, it's tiring having a man like that smiling in your face, hanging off your neck, trying to throw some dirty boxing in.
Yeah.
You know, Oskar's got to have got that initial debutant jitters out of the way now. Realises he's in a fight. He's built for fighting. He is built for fighting.
Just watching the advice coming in from James Doyle, Mark Spencer on the far side. Like I said, it's a tough spot to be in your first fight.
But don't sleep on the
No.
corner of Danny.
No, they know the game plan of Danny now. Danny's probably going to come forward, same tactics, look to open up with strikes and then close the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, close the distance, exactly as I said.
A little bit wilder with his shots, but takes his head off the centre line and closes that distance. But Oskar has got that tie plumb again, but he's backed up against the cage.
I was going to say I like that because that's what James Doyle was showing him in between the rounds, telling him to control the back of the head. But Danny just relentless.
He's a workhorse, is Danny. He's a workhorse. It don't look pretty, but he gets it done, and he's technically gifted. But he just makes it ugly. But think about Simeon Otley. Simeon Otley, he's a gamer. He's the same kind of style. These game fight boys are here.
Yeah, no, better technique on that part from Danny as he passes to half guard. He sits heavy on his hips.
That's it, and he's got that crucifix. He's pinned his arm.
And he's just left hands, yeah.
The long limbs, he's got short chopping shots as Danny, but Oscar's got to wriggle out of here. He's got to move those hips.
Looking to trap the arm again, which he has done now. He's got the crucifix. Now, it's not a bad position to be in for Oskar. Pushed his head in between the legs.
And just disrupting Danny's flow. You know, you can't hold that crucifix in fear of getting swept if a guy's walking up the fence. Smart move in his debut there by Oskar.
Now, it's almost like Danny doesn't want to engage with him. He's waiting till he gets up. Do you know what I mean? He's waiting till he gets up and then takes him down again.
Yeah. Do you know how tiring it is having someone on top of you? You climb up and then they stand there smiling and take you down. Watch, he's going to wait for him to get up.
Well, not on that occasion. We spoke too soon.
But he stepped back.
Yeah, and the referee's shoes come off. That's a first. Never seen that before. Oskar straight back up. Clash of heads there.
You can see what Danny's doing there.
Good knee. Good knee again from Oskar. And again. Crowd comes alive here at AFC 9.
What a fight between these two warriors right now.
Danny again hunting the takedown. Now, you said, you know how tiring it is to have a guy constantly coming at you on the front foot. This gets to the end of this round. Danny's going to be shattered. So still all to play for me in round 3. The punches don't have the same
Oh, he's knocked
snap.
his mouth. You missed that one, Chris. He ricocheted Oscar's head off the ground with a solid straight, and his mouthpiece fell out.
But they don't have the same snap that they did in the round 2. Now Oscar's hunting the armbar. He's pulling on it.
He's going belly down.
Now Fruin Karzan Corner will be screaming for him to take it home.
But he didn't have the head. Oskar is just throwing out desperation right now.
Needs to watch the back of the head.
Danny is on the attack, and this is Danny's game. Dirty, ugly. Look at that. Shots coming from all angles. Under the armpit.
Needs to watch the back of the head. He's got the back now. Wouldn't be surprised if Oskar doesn't know where he's at. Possibly smelling the finish. Oscar's corner will be saying, get to the end of the round. He's fighting it, but Christ,
Oscar's up to the feet. The
Has
referee
he waved it
waves it off in the last second.
Is it the end of the fight or the end of the round? Danny seems to think it's the end of the round. Now, what's the decision? He waved it off like it was the end of the fight. Did the buzzer come first or did he wave it off? No one's celebrating.
Oh, game fight lads are celebrating. The hugging. It's over. It's got to be over. And what a performance by both guys, Chris.
And now that's got to be a 250.
What a fight.
It's got to be a 2:59 stoppage.
That has to be one of the latest stoppages going. I'd say 2:59.99 seconds there.
Now, I'd have liked to have seen it go to a third round, but like you say, the referee has to make the snap judgment in the fighter safety, absolute paramount.
Definitely.
And I'm not going to argue that Simon did not make the right decision there because 3 or 4 shots looping in, landing clean on the jaw.
Yeah, and after that burst of an armbar attempt and a nice burst from Oskar,
so your winner.
He blew his load.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So your winner by second round stoppage, Mr. Danny Sharpe, as we go in cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, surely a contender for fight of the night so far. Let's have a round of applause for both men, please. And so we have reached a conclusion, 2 minutes and 59 seconds into round number 2 for your winner by TKO in the blue corner, Danny Sharpe. And your appreciation, please, for Oskar Stachura.